For this anti-poaching unit, the day begins at dusk. After a meal of cabbage and sweet tea, the rangers grab their rifles and march off to their night's work, protecting rhino. Increasingly, as the tactics of poachers here in Kenya evolve, wildlife reserves are taking up arms to save their wildlife.
Na bado inabidi uende uokoe mnyama. So hapo nayo iko riski yako hapo.
This work is risky, and you may end up losing your life. But I am determined. I don't think much about the risk, but I'm determined to do what I need to do to save the life of that animal.
Lakini kwa sababu ya kujitolea inabidi nifanye hivyo ndio nijaribu kuokoa hiyo mnyama.
Benson is part of a new Kenya Police Reservist anti-poaching team based out of Old Jogi Ranch to protect the approximately 65 rhino living here, in addition to elephant, leopard, and other wildlife. In May, a ranger was shot dead here by poachers. The rangers are often drawn from the surplus of unemployed youth in the area, with safari tourism worth more than $1 billion to the economy and 500,000 jobs. Safeguarding the wildlife population is not the only motivation. To combat poaching, the reserve employs small planes, attack and tracker dogs, thermal imagery scopes, and an array of weapons. But the most important tool is having boots on the ground.
It sounds crazy, but this is actually a war. It is organized crime on an international level, and it's completely out of control. And these are the guys frontline who are having to put their lives at risk in order to protect these animals.
So this guy was...
Poachers killed 4 rhino here just last month, in the deadliest attack Kenya has faced in over 25 years, bringing the number of rhinos killed by poachers so far this year to 22, compared to a total of 59 last year. There are now just over 1,000 of the animals left in Kenya. Across the continent, poaching is reaching unprecedented levels, fueled by global demand for ivory and horn, particularly in China and Vietnam, and pushing the price of rhino horn higher than gold.
If the rhino go, in my opinion, what's next? The elephant, buffalo? Where does it stop? There's always going to be a market for something. If it's not rhino horn, it'll be meat poaching, whatever. I think you've got to make a stand.
But here on the front line, protecting Kenya's wildlife is becoming an increasingly dangerous and expensive task.